you're going to need a light Superband of some sort, and then I'd recommend having shoes on just because we're going to be doing some toe pulls. So again, this one's the Supine toe pulls. Alright, so we're all set up for our Superband toe pulls. We're going to be doing this from the supine position, so laying down. I want to make sure my band has a decent amount of resistance, but it's anchored nice and solidly so it's not going to snap back at me by accident, okay? So we're going to start by placing the band right across the top of the foot, so just where your toes would naturally flex up towards you, right, or curl away from you. So that first intersection, kind of the top side of the pad of your foot across from it, right? And we just want to make sure there's even pressure from big toe to little toe across the band. We're going to go ahead and lay back. Our working leg is going to be straight, okay? Opposite leg can just be at a 90-degree angle, just like so. Relaxed hip angle. And then from here, we're going to start by first lowering, allowing the toe to point all the way. Now with this, we want to make sure the band has enough tension here that I'm still getting pulled into that point position, okay? Now I'm going to come back up with good control, and as I'm doing this, I'm trying to pull my toes towards my shin as hard as I can towards my face, okay? And then from there, this is right down the midline at this point. We want to sweep now out to the outside, keeping that pull up towards your nose at the same time, getting that little toe as far outside as we can. Keep that tension. Now we're going to do the opposite, sweeping back towards our midline, so towards the big toe, okay? Then come back to middle, so our toes are pointing straight up, and we're going to allow that slowly to point back away from ourselves, okay? So we're going to do the same thing again. Start by pulling up, straight up, keeping those toes tracking towards the knee and hip. Sweep out to the outside towards our little toe. Sweep back across towards the midline, towards the big toe. And then back to the middle so it's all again lined up, knee, hip, toe, okay? Allow yourself to lower with control each time. Now the other thing you want to be paying attention to here is make sure that my leg isn't doing the motion. So when I'm pulling those toes up and then starting my sweep, I want to really feel that in my lower leg, nothing from the knee or up, okay? So by that I mean I'm not rotating my hip. See how that knee and everything turns? Instead I want to keep that knee still tracking here and everything is coming really from that foot, ankle, and calf, okay? So same thing again, and then allowing ourselves to lower with control. And that's it. Alright, so just giving ourselves another view of the foot when we're doing those toe pulls. So I'm going to start right with that toe pointing far away. We're now going to pull straight up. Again, I'm trying to keep toes, ankle, knee, and hip all in a line. And then from there, I'm going to start with the sweep. So I'm going to keep that pulling towards my shin, right? Toes pulling towards my shin as I now try to pull that little toe as far out to my outside as I can. Keep that same tension pulling up, sweeping now towards the inside, towards my big toe. And again, I'm trying to really concentrate on this coming from that calf, ankle, foot, not from my knee and hip, okay? So the difference here is if I were to do my knee and hip right, this whole leg would be moving. I don't want that to happen. I want that knee staying perfectly aligned straight up and allowing that foot, ankle, calf to really focus on that movement. It may not be huge, but we want to really focus on trying to get as much range of motion as we can with good control.